"I will go with you to your village," she said softly. "I will pretend to be your bride. Just for Christmas." Adebayo laughed once. "That is impossible." "I am serious," Amara replied. "I need money for my mother's surgery. I can act well. No drama. After Christmas, we go our separate ways." He studied her face. She did not look desperate. She looked brave. Against his better judgment, he agreed. Hours earlier, Lagos was buzzing with Christmas traffic. Cars filled the roads, music played from shops, and decorations hung across the city. Adebayo Cole sat quietly in the back seat of his black SUV, watching the city move past him. He was one of the youngest billionaires in Lagos. His companies employed thousands of people. His face appeared on magazines. Yet there was one thing money could not hide. He was not married. Every December, his phone rang non-stop. "When will you marry? When will you bride a wife home? Are you not lonely? Do you think money can keep you warm at night?" This Christmas was worse. His mother had called him early that morning. "Adebayo, the whole village is waiting for you," she said. "Do not come alone again." He ended the call with a deep sigh. That was when the unexpected happened. At the office gate, a woman stood by the security post. She wore a simple dress and held a small bag tightly to her chest. "I need to see Mr. Cole," she said to one of the security, her voice firm but polite. Adebayo stepped out of the car. "What is going on?" The woman turned. Their eyes met. "My name is Amara Lewis," she said. "I work with your charity foundation. I need 5 minutes, sir." Something about her calm confidence made him listen. She spoke fast. "Sir, I know this sounds strange, but I overheard your call when you stopped by to buy something. Your family pressure seems heavy." He raised an eyebrow. "And?" "I will go with you to your village," she said softly. "I will pretend to be your bride. Just for Christmas." Adebayo laughed once. "That is impossible." "I am serious," Amara replied. "I need money for my mother's surgery. I can act well. No drama. After Christmas, we go our separate ways." He studied her face. She did not look desperate. She looked brave. Against his better judgment, he agreed. Besides, he was planning of going to the village the next day. In the evening of the next day, they have arrived at the village. They stood in his family house, surrounded by curious faces, heavy stares, and whispered questions. Amara smiled politely, greeting everyone like a real bride. She bent slightly, spoke gently, and followed every custom she had learned in one night. But then an old woman asked, "Is this your wife?" "If she is your wife," she said slowly, "let her answer us." She turned to Amara. "My daughter," she said, "tell us. When did my son pay your bride price?" Amara's throat went dry. Adebayo looked at her. And in that moment, she realized one mistake could ruin everything. The room waited, and Amara opened her mouth to speak. Amara felt every eye on her. The question hung in the air like a heavy load. She swallowed and forced a gentle smile. "Adebayo paid my bride price quietly," she said. "He did not want noise." A low murmur spread. Some nodded, others frowned. Adebayo's mother leaned forward. "Quietly?" she repeated. "In this family?" Adebayo quickly spoke. "Mama, it is true. I wanted it simple." The old woman studied him for a long moment, then leaned back. "We will see," she said. Later that evening, Amara followed Adebayo into the guest room that had been prepared for them. The door closed softly behind them. For the first time since they left Lagos, they were alone. She exhaled. "That was close." Adebayo rubbed his face. "You handled it well." There was an awkward silence. "We need rules," Amara said. "Clear rules." He nodded. "Agreed. No touching in public unless needed. No private stories. We stick to what we agreed." "And separate beds," she added quickly. He almost smiled. "Of course." Outside, voices rose again. Family members were already planning Christmas visits, church outings, and long conversations. The next morning came fast. Amara woke early and stepped into the kitchen to help. In Lagos, she worked long hours and rarely cooked for anyone. Here, it was expected. A woman glanced at her hands. "Soft hands," she said. "City wife." Amara smiled politely and kept working. By afternoon, whispers followed her wherever she went. She is too calm. She does not talk much. She does not look like someone who knows this family. At lunch, one of Adebayo's cousins spoke loudly. So, Amara, where did you meet our brother? Amara paused, then answered. At work. What kind of work? Another voice asked. Before she could reply, Adebayo said, She works with my foundation. That only raised more questions. Later that day, Adebayo found her standing alone by the window. They are watching you, he said quietly. I know, Amara replied. I feel like I am being judged every second. That is how it is here, he said. Even for me. She looked at him then. Really looked at him, not as a billionaire, but as a tired man trying to please everyone. That evening, Adebayo's mother called Amara aside. My daughter, she said softly, a woman knows when another woman is hiding something. Amara's heart skipped. You look kind, the woman continued, but kindness alone does not keep a marriage. She held Amara's hand tightly. Do you love my son? The question hit harder than Amara expected. She opened her mouth to lie, but no words came out. Behind them, Adebayo stepped into the doorway and heard everything. The room went quiet. And Amara finally spoke. Amara felt her chest tighten. I respect him, she said slowly. The room did not move. Adebayo's mother did not release her hand. Respect is good, the woman replied, but love is better. Adebayo stepped forward. Mama, please, you are putting her on the spot. His mother turned to him. Then answer me yourself. Do you love this woman? Silence fell again. In Lagos, Adebayo could speak in front of investors and cameras without fear. But standing there, facing his mother, his voice failed him. African mother with their questioning. Yes, he said at last, I do. Amara looked at him in shock. His mother nodded once. Good, we will talk later. That night, neither of them slept well. Amara lay on her side of the bed, staring at the ceiling. Adebayo faced the other wall. The quiet between them was heavy. You did not have to say that, she said. I know, he replied, but I did not want her to suspect anything. Now she will expect more, Amara whispered. So will everyone else, he said. The next day was Christmas Eve. The house was full. Relatives arrived from different parts of the country. Children ran around. Food filled the kitchen, laughter mixed with hidden tension. Amara tried to blend in. She helped serve food, greeted guests, and smiled until her cheeks hurt. Then a woman pulled her aside. I am Adebayo's cousin, she said. Let me be honest with you. Amara nodded. He has brought women home before, the cousin continued. None stayed long. Are you different? Amara felt the truth pressing on her chest. I hope so, she said. The cousin studied her face. Do not hurt him. Later that evening, Adebayo found Amara sitting outside, away from the noise. You are quiet today, he said. I am tired, she replied. Pretending is harder than I thought. He sat beside her, keeping a small distance. My family sees through people, he said. Once they suspect, they do not let go. I am scared, Amara admitted. Not of them. Of this. Of what? He asked. Of feeling something I should not, she said. Before he could respond, his phone rang. He frowned when he saw the caller's name. What is wrong? Amara asked. My ex, he said. She is in Lagos and her village is a neighboring village. She says she is coming here tomorrow. Amara's breath caught. You told her about me? She asked. I did not, he replied. That is why I am worried. From inside the house, voices rose again. His mother called his name, and in that moment Amara realized the lie was no longer just a lie. It was about to collide with Adebayo's past. The next morning, the house woke up early. Voices filled the compound. Plates clattered. Children laughed. Christmas Day had arrived. Amara stood in front of the mirror, adjusting her dress. Her hands were steady, but her heart was not. She kept thinking about what Adebayo had said the night before. My ex is coming. She stepped outside and found Adebayo speaking quietly on the phone. Yes, he said. I told you not to come. He paused. This is not the right time. He ended the call and noticed Amara watching him. She is on her way, he said. Amara nodded slowly. Does your family know her? Too well, he replied. She spent many holidays here. That explained the tight feeling in Amara's chest. Inside the house, Adebayo's mother was already seated, giving instructions like a queen. She noticed Amara immediately. My daughter, she called, come and sit with me. Amara obeyed. Today is special, the woman said. This is the first Christmas you are spending here as my son's wife. Amara forced a smile. We will go to church together, the woman continued. After that, visitors will come. Be strong. Amara nodded again. At church, people stared. Some whispered. Some smiled too much. Adebayo held Amara's hand tightly, just as they had practiced. But this time the touch felt different. Warmer. Longer. After church, they returned home to find an unfamiliar car parked outside the gate. Amara's stomach dropped. A tall woman stepped out. She was well-dressed and confident. Her heels clicked against the ground as she walked in like she belonged there. Adebayo, she said, smiling widely, you did not tell me you were home. The house went quiet. That is Tola, Adebayo whispered. My ex. Tola's eyes landed on Amara. And who is this? She asked. Before Adebayo could answer, his mother spoke. This is my son's wife? Tola laughed lightly. Wife? The laugh cut deep. I was not invited to a wedding, she said. How strange. Amara felt her legs weaken, but stood still. Tola walked closer, looking Amara up and down. You look simple. Amara said nothing. Tola turned to Adebayo. Can we talk? Alone. Adebayo hesitated. Every face in the room watched him. We have nothing to discuss, he said finally. That shocked everyone. Tola's smile faded. Is that what you want her to believe? Amara's heart raced. What does she mean? His mother asked sharply. Tola took a slow breath. Ask your son why he never wanted to marry. Ask him what he promised me. The room exploded with questions. Adebayo's mother stood up. Adebayo Cole, she said, what is going on? Adebayo looked at Amara. And for the first time, fear filled his eyes. The house was silent. No one spoke. No one moved. Adebayo stood like a man trapped. His mother's eyes were fixed on him, filled with disappointment and questions. What did you promise her? She asked again. Adebayo took a slow breath. I promised her marriage, he said, years ago. The words landed hard. Tola nodded. He said he was not ready. He said family pressure scared him. He asked me to wait. She turned to Amara. I waited. Then I hear he suddenly has a wife. All eyes moved to Amara. Adebayo, his mother said sharply, tell me now. When did you marry this girl? Amara felt her heart pound. She looked at Adebayo. In that moment, memories rushed through her mind. Late-night talks when everyone slept. Quiet laughter in the kitchen, the way he defended her without thinking. The way she worried when he looked tired. This was no longer part of any plan. Somewhere between pretending and surviving Christmas, real feelings had grown. Deep feelings. Amara stepped forward. I did not marry him, she said clearly. The house exploded. So it is true. She deceived us. This is shameful. Adebayo raised his hand. I asked her to do it, he said. This is on me. Amara nodded. It started as an agreement, she said, just for Christmas. Just to stop the questions. She paused, then continued, her voice softer but stronger. But while we were pretending, something else happened. Everyone listened. We started to care, she said, not because of money, not because of pressure, but because we are beginning to be very compatible. Adebayo turned to her, surprised. Amara. She looked at him. I did not plan to feel this way, but I do. The room went quiet again. His mother shook her head slowly. Feelings do not erase lies, she said. Before anyone could reply, shouting came from outside the gate. A cousin rushed in, holding his phone up. Adebayo, this is everywhere. He showed them the screen. A video was trending online. Tola's voice played loudly. He is pretending to be married. I will expose everything. Notifications poured in. Messages from Lagos, business partners, friends, reporters. Adebayo's phone rang non-stop. His mother sank into her chair. Our name is already dragging to the mud, she said. Amara felt dizzy. Then the front door opened. A man in a suit walked in, holding a camera. Mr. Cole, he said, we are live. People want answers. Adebayo looked at Amara. Outside, more cameras gathered. And Amara realized the truth was no longer private. It was about to face the whole world, and Adebayo's ex was pulling the whole drama together. What is your view about this story? Where are you watching from? Do well to let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You're loved.